What do we look for in a book? Well, I believe that a book should be something that someone is able to connect to, something that someone can learn from, and something that warms your heart. The name of a book that comes to mind is The Last Lecture. Today's episode is based on a request from one of our listeners. The book is about an inspiring Carnegie Mellon professor and a phenomenal human being named Randy Pausch, who describes entertaining stories of his life and grants guidance on how to navigate through the many avenues of life. Randy was a respected professor and member of the community at Carnegie Mellon University, though he was actually denied admission when he applied. But he persisted, and he got an interview in which he was able to prove himself. And then the committee changed their decision and he was accepted. Randy has said amazing things that stick with me, and advice that I find spreading myself to other people quite often. One such piece of advice that he has said is luck is where preparation meets opportunity. I truly believe that this is a great way to convince people who say that they're unlucky that simply they've approached a brick wall which they can overcome, which is meant for them to be able to overcome. Another marvelous insight given by this book. Randy is an incredible role model, and I really liked how he was happy till the very end, and how he made the most out of life, counting every minute as important. It's really sad that his life was cut short, but the impact that he had on this world, his legacy, will carry on for ages to come. Randy spoke often about how important his family was to him, and how they were what kept him going through his last days. He talks beautifully on achieving one's dreams, and how pushing forward when all hope seems lost is what is most important. I also really like the way that he puts a quote to understanding, even something that others have said before, especially the context that he puts it in. For example, he says, "We cannot change the cards that we are dealt, just how we play the hand." I really liked how he talked about overcoming brick walls, and that obstacles are supposed to be there to encourage us to work harder to rise up above them. You must read this book to find out how you can apply Randy's advice to your own life. For me, this book was very special, as I was able to personally connect with some of his advice, including not looking forward to the future and focusing on the current day. This was a very entertaining book, and I am lucky to have gotten the chance to read it. This book is full of surprises, twists, turns, lessons, morals, advice, entertaining stories, happiness, hope, and is truly a book that I would highly recommend. I implore you to soar.